Okay, hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am gonna do another quick tapping session on confidence, visibility, and taking up space because I see that a lot of people actually don't dare to show up on social media or to show up in their business or to, actively, like for instance, search for clients and all those things. So I think this one is a very powerful, quick session. You can do multiple times. Like if you do it today, you can do it tomorrow and the day after, and it's just gonna be about 6 minutes. So these tapping sessions, it's kind of like I always say it's a very stupid thing. It's like tapping and stuff, but it is such an impact because how we change things in our nerve system is by being aware of where the problem is, where the challenge is. So, for instance, a little phrase of the guide I'm gonna tell is like, even though a part of me still wants to stay hidden, not showing myself fully online, playing small or blend in, I deeply and completely accept myself and I'm willing to be seen now. So it's like being aware of where we are right now, but changing that into a new system, like a new rewiring. So I have a statement. It is safe for me to be fully seen. How does this statement for you feel? Is it a 0, which is like, then you don't have to do this session at all? But if it doesn't feel safe for you to be fully seen, which could be like an 8 or a 9 or maybe even a 10, I would recommend to do these kind of sessions more often. Okay, so it is safe for me to be fully seen. Which number are you giving it right now? Let's just have a few seconds to think about that. For me, it was also a big thing, actually, because I didn't take up space for a very long time. I actually found only a few months ago that I didn't want to take up space because of something that happened in my family when I was 8 years old. And I took that, not taking up space, to the hairdresser salon I worked in, to the real estate agency I worked in other kind of scenarios where there's a lot of people and I have never been the one who is stepping up to show herself like in the front, right? But even in WhatsApp groups with my coach, for instance, as the group grow, the WhatsApp group, I made myself smaller and I was like, no. I paid for this and I can actually use it. Okay, so enough talking. We're gonna do the tapping, right? So I'm gonna explain. We're gonna first start with the karate chop. Then we're going upper eye, side eye, under eye, upper lip, chin, bone, under the arm, and up the head. And it is just like 5 rounds plus like an integration round, and then it's done. So super easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm being funny today. So let's go. Even though part of me still wants to stay hidden, not showing up myself online, playing small or blend in, I deeply and completely accept myself and I'm willing to be seen now. Even though there may be a fear or old judgment wrapped up in being visible, I honor that and I'm willing to meet this moment with confidence instead of hiding. Even though I've believed I have to shrink, over-explain or apologize to be liked, worthy or acceptable, I'm open to taking exactly the space as I need. Part of me still wants to stay hidden because maybe it's felt safer just to blend in. Maybe visibility has felt risky. Maybe I've been afraid of being judged or laughed at, or that others will have their opinions. And maybe I've made myself smaller to feel safe. And a part of me still gets anxious before I show up. And that made all sense given what I've experienced. I can acknowledge that without making it permanent. I release the fear of being seen fully. I release the fear of being judged. I release the fear of taking up too much space. I release the need to shrink to be liked. I release the belief that visibility is dangerous. I release the pressure to be perfect before I show up now. I am allowed to be seen exactly as I am, who I always have wanted to be. And I'm allowed to be witnessed without hiding. I'm allowed to take up space as much as I need. Everywhere I go, in the room, on camera, on social media, in my business, and in my relationships. I do not have to make myself small for someone else's comfort. My presence is not too much. I take up exactly the space I need. I say the prices of my services clearly and confidently, without over-explaining and without shrinking and lowering my voice. And most of all, without apologizing nor negotiating. My price is a fact, not a negotiation with my worth. I feel calm and grounded stating what I charge. And the right people won't blink at my prices. I say my prices steady and firmly and let it land. I show up with confidence in my business. I show up with confidence in my life. I speak up when I have something to say. I post, I pitch, and I sell without hesitating. I trust myself in front of others. And I don't need permission to be confident. Confidence is something I practice, not something I wait for. I'm becoming someone who shows up fully. I am someone who is seen. Fully, clearly, and confidently. I take up space without apology. And I say my prices confidently without hesitation. I show up in business and in life the same way. Grounded, certain, and present. I am safe to be visible. And this is who I am becoming. Hand on the heart. It is safe for me to be seen. I take up exactly the space that I need. I say my prices with full confidence. I show up as myself in business and in life. And this is a seen and confident energy, and this is mine. Let's drop your hands. Take a deep breath in and out. It's gone, it's cleared, it's done. Take another deep breath in. Step into the new energy. Visualizing yourself now, grabbing your phone and showing up. Showing up in your business. You're posting that post, you're making that reel, or you're reaching out to a client and you sell your services. With confidence, with clarity, you've got this. Last deep breath in. And let it all out. All right. Whenever you're ready, let's take a look at the statement from the beginning. It is safe for me to be fully seen. How does this feel? Where is your number? Did it drop? Did you went from a 5 to a 3? So come back to this whenever you need it. Whenever you need a little bit of more energy or confidence before showing up online, to make that real, to show up live or whatever. Like for me, this is the third live I'm doing in a very short time. For me, this was not normal either, and now it's not as, how you say that, I was still a little bit nervous, but not as nervous anymore as I was in the beginning. So these things you can learn, and you can learn to show up confidently. And I always say, like, it's better just to do it and not look perfect than not doing it because you think you will not look perfect, and that's the reason why you're not showing up, right? So there's, how you say that, it's like better to have the quantity over perfection, because at the end, as much as you practice, you will become better, and it's gonna be much easier for you to do these kind of things. So I've seen there has been online and offline a lot of people and it's gonna be pinned on my feed. So I will close the call right now, and I will do these little sessions more often, because I think it really helps to also get to know what I'm doing. And this is, of course, like just a very small part of it, but for me, everything is identity over strategy. You can do so many strategies in your business, strategies from Tony Robbins. And like, I've had a Tony Robbins coach, and she was great for, like, I had it for 2 years. But since I am like rewiring my system, like changing my identity, I still have the same strategy as before, and how I feel different from where I was before and where I am right now. It's like day and night difference, and not only in business but also in life. Sometimes I'm talking with a friend or whatever, or like a relationship, and then I'm like, I didn't recognize myself, but for the good. So best thing you can do is take a look at your identity first before changing your strategy again. That's what I want to say. Bye.